Hello and welcome to King Moron Productions. I'm Andrew and this is Dwarf Fortress. If you join me for episode 0, the prologue, you'll have seen a little bit of the flavour of the world that we find ourselves in here. But let's just get started. So we have our 7 dwarves and their wagon and their pack animals and all of their stuff, and we're in an evil biome, which is... If we just have a look around, there's a bit of a rise up here. If I raise up, you can see it raises into a couple of plateaus and generally just disappears into the corner. And as you can see, everything is heavily forested here. And if we move down to the other corner, it's kind of the same thing, and it raises very slightly there. But pretty much this whole map is just flat forest with, you can't really see it because there's snow everywhere, but we've got this river jaggedly running through the whole thing, kind of going all the way across, and a couple of ponds and so on. So what I'm going to do to get us started here, as you can see, I've already planned out a bunch of stuff because I have a pretty solid idea for how this fortress is going to start out. We may build a cooler fortress below it, but this is going to be the first main fortress, and I've got quite a plan. I've got an entrance here for the fortress, and then also for the trade depot. And so you see this stair goes down here. It goes down past this level, but doesn't touch it. Doesn't actually enter that level. And this is going to be farming stuff. It goes down to here. And this is going to be the barracks. So the barracks will have a nice quick access to the main entrance. And then it goes down slightly further. And then it goes to the actual entrance. And this will be storage for wood. Because it's always handy to get wood underground. You know, if you get trapped underground, you run out of wood. And this is the entrance to the fortress proper. And then here we go. It looks pretty crazy right now, but we're going to be building it slowly over time. But there's libraries, tavern, hotels, churches, burial chambers, wells, noble quarters, and down the hospitals, and storage, and workshops, and weird bedrooms, and all kinds of stuff. So I'll get started. And as I said in the previous one, I'm going to be doing a lot of editing. I'm going to be jumping around a lot. I'm going to be skipping all of the boring in-between stuff, so you don't have to sit here watching me build a wall for 20 minutes. And I'll just dip in and out as interesting things happen. So yeah, let's get going. I'm going to unpause the game for the very first time. It's very exciting. Oh dear. A cloud of abominable gloom has drifted nearby. So the game's just paused itself to let me know about what I think is right at the top here. Yeah, right at the top where my cursor is under the Dwarf Fortress title. A cloud of abominable gloom. Now we're in an evil biome, okay? So it seems nice so far. You can see the grass underneath the snow, but we're in a really terrifying evil place, and this cloud, which is about to, if I unpause the game here, you'll see it roll on in from the north. Oh, I mean, this is not good. This could be very, very bad. This could immediately kill my dwarves if it touches them, or it could make them profusely bleed, or turn them into ravenous monsters, God knows. But it's up there, and our guys are down here, so... Well, frick. So I've already dug out a tiny amount here. Not even started digging out this chamber yet, but I'm going to have to make a burrow down here and get everyone underground immediately because... Well, you know what? I'll wait and see if this cloud rolls towards them. You know, let's have a look. It might not head in their direction. It kind of looks like it is, though, and really quickly, too. It might miss them? Maybe? Oh, I don't like it though. It looks kind of like it's going to be pretty close. If our guys don't wander over there, we might be okay. This is going to be a long-term issue because these things will just come by randomly, and it's going to be a huge pain in the ass every time they do. It's kind of going to stop us from living on the surface, to be honest. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna get lucky with this one. The wind's in our favour. It's just rolling on by. Our dwarves there, the lazy ones not doing anything, are like, oh, I wonder what that purple cloud is over there. Oh. Jesus, alright, we got lucky that time. Okay, phew. Get back to work, dwarves, we've got lots to do. Alright, there's our first temporary stockpile finished, so all our dwarves should now be gathering bits and bobs from the wagon and bringing it inside. I'm gonna have to make an underground pen for these animals, because if one of those gloomy mists comes by, I don't want to find out. I do not want to find out what the weird mist, the abominable mist, does. It might be fine, maybe it'll just make them a bit woozy, or it might make them explode into gore. We just don't know, and I don't want to find out. Not with my lovely turkeys. Hell no. Well, we've literally just started the second month, not even finished moving everything in from the wagon, and now the hillocks of Bucklate, nearly a day's travel to the west, looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. What thriving economy? We've literally just shown up. We're still offloading stuff from the wagon, guys. I think normally this kind of happens when your fortress is doing really well and other fortresses move nearby. I don't know, don't ask me. It's worth mentioning here that I was just looking to see what else is on the map, and we just have a flock of giant sparrows. Whereabouts here? They're up just in a tree just to the east of us. But they're, besides the fact that they're giant, they're not evil or anything. They'd probably be a bit tough in a fight. You wouldn't want to fight them. They are big flying fellas. But other than that, let's have a look at one of them. A large bird-like monster in the shape of a sparrow. He is very fat. His feathers are brown. His skin is dark tan. His eyes are black. I like to think that it is a sparrow, not just a monster in the shape of a sparrow. This is a strange part of the world, and you're going to get weird creatures. All the more reason for you dwarves to move everything underground, though. Come on, guys. And where's my woodcutter? I might have to take hauling off my woodcutter, because I really need you to start cutting down some of these trees so we can build some walls. Alright, come on, Moira. Stop storing things in the stockpile and go to destroy a building. Moira's gonna get rid of the original wagon that we arrived in, which is good because I think we'll get some wood back from it. Yes, it might help if I actually told the right person to start doing the job. Turns out it's Sarah that's the woodcutter. Our first ever tree felled. Now we can build some walls. Wait, what's that about? A creature? Creature occupying site. Oh, is there an animal living? Did an animal get an animal? An animal is there. A stray ewe is in the way of the wall. Well, someone move the ewe then. Come on, guys. Oh, Sean has become a herbalist. I think that's because he's a bit of a fighter, but I have him gathering plants right now because there's no fighting to be done at the moment, Sean. And you're not really good at anything else. Ah, all the snow has thawed. The river is still frozen. Come on, dwarves, finish these walls. Something could attack at any moment. I've never built a floor before in Dwarf Fortress. I haven't really seen the need. Well, I say a floor, like a floor on the ground. So I've just planned one out to be constructed over a little bit of an edge of a pond here that I didn't see because the snow was here earlier. I had my animals grazing over the ice, which isn't good because at some point it's going to thaw and anyone standing on it will immediately plummet into the water. And seeing as my dwarves are also running all over it, I figured, you know what, I'm going to build a floor over this before it thaws, and hopefully the floor will stay there even when the ice is gone. I think it will. And that should hopefully keep things relatively safe for my dwarves having a bit of a wander around over this thing. Hell, I should pave over the entire pond. I don't really want it there at all. You can see oh, there we go. Good. That should hopefully make things safer. Oh. the rivers and ponds just thawed, and another cloud of abominable gloom has shown up. Okay, this one's kind of appearing here. Let's just see what direction it goes in. It seems to be just headed north, which is fine because it's way over to the east. Let's just keep a little eye on this thing for a moment and see if I need to do anything about it. It is kind of creeping a little bit over to the left, but no, I think we're good. Any moment my dwarves are going to break through to the main fortress level. I've decided to tell them to begin by digging out the main entrance hallway and a little bit of the tavern, which I'm going to use as a temporary shared accommodation, because they're going to need somewhere to sleep. Dwarves, oh, they get real cranky if they're forced to sleep on the ground, let me tell you. Let's take a moment here to look at Fram, the expedition leader, look at her thoughts. She's also a miner. I finished up some work. That was very satisfying. Yes, you've been digging some really good holes. She's very satisfied working. Euphoric due to being wasted. Alright, let's see if we can find anything good in here. She is 87 years old. She is very weak. Her extraordinarily broad nose is sharply hooked. Her eyebrows are low. Her somewhat tall ears are broad. Her pale taupe skin is wrinkled. Her hair is gold with flecks of grey. Her medium-length hair is neatly combed. Her eyes are copper. Oh my, she paints quite the picture. She's very quick to heal, but she is unquestionably weak and remarkably flimsy. Oh my, oh dear, you don't want to put her near any form of danger whatsoever. I think she seems like the kind of lady who could fall down the stairs and just fall apart. It should be pointed out that 87 years old is not old for a dwarf. That's not even middle-aged for a dwarf. So it's not that she's old, she's just very weak and flimsy. She has a deep well of patience, great analytical abilities, and a good feel for social relationships. Now all of that stuff is going to work really well as an expedition leader. She's clearly never going to be a fighter, and we don't want to put her near any kind of harm, but I think she will make a good leader. She does have a little difficulty with her words and a questionable spatial sense. Ooh, it's questionable spatial sense. She's weak and flimsy and clumsy as well. Great. The hillocks of Luck Canyons, nearly a day's travel to the west, looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. Wonderful. Again, we've barely built a wall around the hole that we call home right now. I wouldn't really say that we're thriving or have invented an economy yet, but you know what? Thank you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the additional motivation for our dwarves. It's wonderful to hear some good news for what's going on nearby. Look, canyons. A cat. Keeps having to bring. Oh my god! I was wondering what Fram was doing, because Fram is one of our miners, and I was like, "Well, what's Fram doing? I've just taken her off construction." I was like, "Oh, she's bringing a cat back indoors, and a bird as well. I guess they wandered off." That's cats for you, but of course I've told them to keep all of our animals down here near the entrance, and I guess every time one of the animals wanders off, one of them has to go and drag it back to this tiny pen. Stay there, cat. Stay. And now with that done, she can get back to digging. Oh my god.
Summer is upon us.
Well. Summer has arrived. It's April the 1st, and as you can see, I'm just in the process of getting our very first workshops up and running. We've got the carpenter making some beds for our dwarves to sleep in, and also making some barrels so that the chap in the still has somewhere to put all of the dwarven mead and ale and so on that he's going to be making. I'm going to say he. It's he, she, it's more than likely she because there's only one guy, but I'm just going to say he, because, I don't know, it's easier. I've also got a craft dwarf's workshop being built so that we can start pumping out stone crafts, you know, little figurines and things, because when the tradespeople come, you barter. There's no actual money in the game, it's all about bartering. You're going to want something to barter, so if you start making these little stone crafts, these little dwarven thingies, people love dwarven crap, so we'll just sell them a bunch of dwarven crafts and get a bunch of stuff out of them. And I've also got a mechanics workshop being produced because I need to make some mechanisms to make some drawbridges to really seal this place up. Oh god, another cloud of abominable gloom. At some point I'm going to stop mentioning these because they're just going to be happening. This one's in the bottom left corner of the map. Sometimes they appear and practically disappear straight away. Maybe? Our fortress is right there. But this one doesn't look to be coming too close. I think we're okay. Oh, not exactly interesting, but there's a whole bunch of giant flies. Ugh. It's awful. A large monster in the shape of a fly. Her chitin is black. Her eyes are black. Ugh, that's just very unpleasant. I don't like flies. Where are they? I mean, they're flying around. Like flies do. Buzz buzz. They're over to the east. It seems that everything giant is over to the east. And we have so many fish in the river. We got these guys. And we got a different breed over here. Great. I'm happy. Things are going well.
More dwarfs have arrived!
Ah, marvellous! Some migrants! Wonderful! Let's see. Who's the first chappie we've got here? Shorast Ralcoman, a dyer. Not at all useful. Welcome. Who's next? Come on in. You can come on in, guy. You're just gonna sit there. You're just gonna sit there? As our new arrivals slowly appear and mill about a bit, back at the fortress, just to the north, there is an abominable gloom, which seems to have turned away from us. Thankfully. That could have been pretty bad if it had shown up on top of our migrants. Anyway, welcome to Shatterbridge. If you could all just, you know, come on over instead of milling about at the edge of the map, that'd be great. After that migration wave, we now have 14 citizens. We've doubled the number of dwarves in our fortress. We now have Moral, Bacchus, Domus, Shorast, Udil, Adil, and Rith. I've given them various jobs because I'll be honest, right now we don't need 2 dyers. We're not even making clothes at the moment, never mind dyeing them. So I've put them to various tasks. And also I'd forgotten to get any farms going, so I'm just building some farms now. It's been 5 months and we've not produced any food yet, so probably better get on that. Okay folks, so a cloud of abominable gloom has appeared right over this river, and as we can see, Jammy the miner is right here near the water doing whatever it is he's doing. Oh, and we also have, what is this? One of our new fisher dwarves over on the other side doing some fishing, and this cloud has just materialized. And oh god, who's that over there as well? They're going to be in it. Who is this? Udil, one of the dyers that's just arrived. So I've told all of our dwarves to get the hell indoors. And, well, oh, that guy's definitely in it. Where is he? Okay, let's just have a look at him, see if he has any thoughts. I'm alright. Okay, that's good. You're currently in abominable gloom, but you currently feel alright? Okay, we're gonna follow this guy. Okay, so he is not moving. He should be moving. Why isn't he moving? He should be inside the burrow right now. He should be rushing to the burrow. Why aren't you moving, guy? Everything's fine. Okay. You're not injured. Why aren't you going to the burrow with everyone else? Actually, why isn't this fishery worker going to the burrow? Did I set up the burrow wrong? I don't think I did. Alright, I don't know why these guys are not going to the burrow. The beeping is annoying. I don't understand. I mean, that cloud has passed on, which is great, but why is this fishery worker and this guy... he's moving, but really slowly. And the fishery worker isn't moving at all. They should be rushing to the burrow, because a burrow is basically a region that you can define, and then you can say, hey everyone, get to this region that I have defined. I feel good. Okay, I guess. Oh hell, before moving here, this girl killed some flipping goblins. Nice, you got some kills, lady. What's your deal? I'm sleepy. You know, if all that cloud does is makes people sleepy, that's fine. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be okay. Just make my dwarves tired, please. The thing is that these guys could have something seriously wrong with them now, and we just don't know. We don't have a hospital yet. We don't have any way of diagnosing them. They may not even show any symptoms, but for all we know, they could be suffering from massive organ failure. I'm going to let everyone out of the burrow now, because it seems whatever has passed, right? So he's asleep. He's fallen asleep in the field. It could just be... Sorry, I say he, it's a she. She's fallen asleep. It could be the long journey took a toll on her? I'm not sure. Why is this fishery worker not moving at all? I was out in the rain. I feel so dejected. Well, you know what? We'll leave you there. Oh god, another one. Okay, where's this one? Oh, okay, this one's kind of nearby. You can... oh no. Wait, where is it? It's up there. Don't come this way. That dude's asleep. No. Oh no. Oh, it's coming this way. Oh. Hey, lady. Lady, what's her name? Udil. You just got hit by one of those clouds. You're about to get hit by another one. Now everyone is getting into the burrow. Oh. Except these two guys here that don't seem interested in following orders. Oh, yep, Udil just got caught by a big waft of that stuff again. Oh, and so did the fisher. No one is left outside right now except for these two idiots. One of them is asleep, granted. Oh, have you woken up? Oh, you've been woken up. Good. Get inside. You're not trapped on the other side of the river. Is that the problem? It is quite a deep river. There might not be a way across for them. I'll make a bridge, you guys. Don't worry, I'll make a bridge. I'll make a bridge just for you, and I'll make it right now, because I'm not really sure if they can get across. Oh, there we go. The bridge has been finished, and we see all of our migrants are finally able to get into the fortress. So I guess that was the problem. I guess my dwarves hadn't actually been to the other side of the river until now. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys, but now we have a bridge. Whoops, indeed. I really hope that abominable gloom that I trapped them in didn't fuck them up. Time will tell.